Hello, hello, Seint newbies. You have your palette, and I'm making a video especially for you to know where to get started. Most of you got the 410 palette. I started with the 8, which I believe I told all of you that. I started using Seint Makeup on December the 20th, and now it's the 21st. So it's kind of like a celebratory time for me, but I'm already moving up. I love it so much, and I just can't wait to teach you all about this makeup. But with everything, there's a starting point. So what you have ordered, what I have recommended thus far is your brightening, your mane, your contour, and probably illuminator, okay? But that's definitely where you need to start. But first, really the foundation starts with skincare. This makeup is like no other makeup on the market. I truly believe that. I get my advice from girls that have been using Seint for years. It's been out for 5 years. So they're very knowledgeable about, what's out there and how it differs. So I trust these ladies a lot. Like I said, I've been watching them for over a year. So I know, who's going to be real and who's going to be raw. And those are the girls I want. But anyways, this kind of makeup is different than any kind of makeup on the market. What you need to be doing is, for sure, you need to be cleansing, you need to be exfoliating, and you need to be moisturizing. So like this morning, I put on I cleansed my face, I put on my antioxidant, and then I put on my tinted moisturizer, which also has SPF, and that's my normal routine. But right now I'm using a retinol, so I'm peeling. So I want to show you how versatile. You're going to hear me talk about how versatile this makeup is. I'm actually peeling around my chin. You can see it on my nose. That's because I use a retinol. See how big my pores are? This makeup takes all this discoloration away. And this is something else I want you to be aware of on your face. You really need to be focusing on where your shadows are. Learn your face shape. Where does your cheekbone end? Where are you mostly showing shadows? Like for me, it's right here. I have a shadow. I gotta let another dog in. Learn your skin. Take care of your skin, and your makeup will be beautiful. And learn your face, where your shadows are. If you have dark circles, if you have melasma, if you have redness, if you're acne prone, know how to handle those things in your skincare routine, and that's going to help us figure out how to apply your makeup and get the results you're looking for. Okay, so first things first, I have applied my moisturizer, SPF. You need to let that set in. So like when you get out of the shower, if you want to go ahead and put that on and let it be soaking in, they say 20 minutes, but here's the kicker. Even skincare products, they say, oh, allow each product to set in for 10 minutes. That's not real life. So really, I mean, we're fast paced. The whole reason we're using this makeup is because it's quick, it's easy, and it's beautiful. So just take that with a grain of salt, really, but do what you can. So when I get out of the shower, I put on that my skincare products, and I let that tinted moisturizer sit in while I'm putting my clothes on. And then I'll run and go do my 5-minute makeup routine. Another thing that I have learned that just recently, and I actually just started yesterday using it, is a perfector sponge. If you don't use one of these, get one. I love Seints, of course. I've never used a different one. I didn't even know what this darn thing was until I started using it. But the way this works is when you get it, put it under cold running water, wring it out completely, get as much, squeeze it so you can't get any water out, and it's going to be damp, okay? After that, I still had a little bit, set it to the side and get ready to put your makeup on. First, you're going to I want you to use your finger first because you're learning your face shape, where your shadows are and where you need to be applying certain products. So first, what I have always done is I've started out with my highlight, which is going to be your lightest color. I'm going to show you one more trick about Seint. These little tins that your makeup came in, don't throw them away, or at least keep 1 or 2 handy, because when you start changing colors, like in the summertime, you're going to have to adjust your colors, and I'll walk you through all of that. I'm here with you. I'm here for you every step of the way. But you take this little skinny end, pop out your little magnetic piece. It stays like that, and then it just slides, and it's so much easier. Oop. And then you're not, see how it just keeps popping back to itself. Only that side is magnetic, so it's not like the cream part ever goes back into your makeup. But it just pops out, and you can pop it back in, change your colors. I have so many pointers I'm going to share with you, but today's a beginner, and I got to remember that. So anyways, that's how they just pop in, pop out. But okay, start out with your brightest color. For me, that's what I was going to do. tell you what color it is. I've been changing mine. So today, my brightening, I'm going to use Aurora. And my all over color is going to be Amber. These are the colors that I started out with. I've been playing with these colors, but I want to go back to the basics with you. And I'm going to start out with my very initial purchase, just like what you're doing. So I'm going to take my Aurora. For me, is Aura. I call it Aurora. And you're gonna apply it to the places that see the most sunlight. So think about when the sun comes down, you know, when you're outside, you're mostly going to be in natural light. When you see people, you want your makeup to be bright in these areas. You want to draw attention to what we call a diamond, your face shape. So like, think right here. This is what we're going to keep bright, okay? This diamond right here. You want to draw attention to your gorgeous eyes. Your eyes are incredible. The color, they're amazing, all that good stuff. So you want to draw attention there. So that's where we're going to make sure you are drawing that attention there. I like to put it on the inside of my eyes. That's going to make my blue eyes pop, or your green eyes pop, or your brown eyes pop. And then you're going to go upwards this way with your brightener as well. Another place that you're going to apply your brightener, I like to put it on my Cupid's bow. That's a high peak place for me. And then my chin. I have discoloration on my chin. So what I'm doing is putting just a little bit more coverage down there, because I've just, when I was younger, I'll go into that later, whatever, nobody cares. Anyways, and then I have gotten to where I'm putting it around my nose, because as you can see that dark shadow there, and just, I've got some color issues right in there. So I'm just gonna lightly, very lightly, that's another thing I need to tell you, less is more. Do you see how much product I have? It is not very much. I'm trying to get real. See how it's making my pores open up? I just want you to see. And then I go a little thinner down here, because I'm going to apply now my main highlight. I'm showing you the 5-minute makeup routine, because this is how you're best going to learn. Now I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to go into Aurora. Look how gently that is. That's how much product. Should have done that with the brightener, but I'll try to get better. And you're going to put it where you also need coverage, but you're not going to put it in the high peaks, because that's where your brightener goes. And I'm going to go up my jawline. I gotta remember, this is a beginner tutorial. You learn so much, but first you just need to know how to get this stuff on your face. Now I like to, because I'm gonna have a contour, I like to add just a little bit of my main color above where that's bright, on the outskirts of that diamond that I was telling you about. And so yeah, you can see there, I've got my brightening and I've got my main highlight Amber on. I might would want to put, you know, a little bit, wherever you want to put it really, but I might would want to put a little bit more coverage. A lot goes a long way. This makeup, your normal makeups, like your over-the-counter makeup, is like 5 to 10% pigmented for the color. This Seint makeup is 30% pigmented. So when I tell you start lightly, I'm serious. Like if your makeup starts clumping and stuff, you're putting on too much, or you have a color shade issue. We'll get there one day, but right now we're gonna use what's in your palette. Gotta focus. Now, I'm gonna take this contour color. This is gonna be your darker color. And I've get it on there pretty good. And I'm just gonna, I love the cheetah effect starting out. So I'm gonna go really lightly right here, because I have tended to learn that I get heavy in that area and it doesn't blend and it just doesn't look right. So I go really lightly in that small area. And your contour is gonna go, like if you look at the top of your ear, take a brush. I wish I had a thinner brush, but if you go to the top of your ear and draw it to that peak of your lip, that's where your contour needs to go, okay? So I'm just gonna draw that line, and it's typically under your cheekbone, okay? And it's not very much. It's highly pigmented. This one is more like a creamy, so it is harder to blend, but that's good. You don't wanna blend it out. That's why it's made this way. This formulation of this makeup is amazing when you start learning about it. Top of the ear, down to the lips, and I'm going under, I can feel it, under my cheekbone. I can literally feel it. I'm putting it on under my cheekbone. So there's that. Some people say do a 3. I'm not going to tell you to do a 3, and we'll go into that later. Now, I was at one point going high up to my eyebrow. I want you guys to kind of start a little bit lower. And you're going to go on the outside of that brightening. Don't be afraid to put this on. I know it's intimidating and it's dark, but I promise it looks so good. Okay, so you've got your outer area, you've got it on your nose. I'm gonna go under my lip because I have small lips, and I recommend this even if you have big lips. Like, make them things plump. You want a quick lip injection? Use your contour. Real lightly. Not lightly, I just mean lightly touch. But see, it already looks like it has an effect. Well, last place, see that shadow there for me? I'm gonna take it all the way, and I'm just gonna lightly enunciate that shadow there, drawing attention to my face and those bright areas that I am lighting up. Okay, now, so for me, I'm gonna go with the Frenchie. I think several of you have gotten the Frenchie, which I freaking love, next to the nude. And you're going to apply it to the higher point of your cheekbone. So remember, contour goes under your cheekbone. Frenchie, see that apple of your cheek right there? You want to avoid that area and start it. Most people, it starts on the outer corner of your eye. Don't put it on the apple of your eye. I mean, you can if you like. It's just kind of old school, but it's cute. I love it either way. But go to the outer corner of your eye and just kind of go up like this. And the lip and cheek is way more pigmented. Literally, it's really a lot creamier too because it is a lip and cheek. So again, under, or go to the corner of my eye, go down. I want to stay out of the circle part of my eye, and I just want to apply up. Okay, so all of this is your foundation together. Maybe not necessarily your lip and cheek, but your brightener and your main highlight and your contour, that's all your foundation. Your lip and cheek is your color. I put it on my lips too. And just a little bit. I haven't even made a dent in this too. Look how much this lasts. I've been putting makeup on every day for a month, and I don't even have, the only thing I have a dent in is my contour, which is normal. It's just the consistency of the contour. And I can't wait to get my hands on other colors. If you bought an illuminator, hold that thought because we're getting there. Now, most of you, I think, ended up with the buff brush. So we're gonna use both sides of this brush. Okay, at one point I was using one side, but I really think I'm gonna teach you better if I go ahead and teach you how to do both sides. So this piece of your brush is gonna give you more of a precise detail, like area that you're trying to concentrate on and get your makeup exactly where you want it. So think eyes when you want to be precise. Of course, we want our eyes because we have built a foundation where we're going to be brighter around our eyes and in that diamond area here. Okay, some of you may need a little bit more here. This is what you're going to start out with. I'm trying not to get too wordy. This is where you need to start to learn your face, learn your shadows, and learn the technique and the application. So you're going to take your dome piece around the pieces of your eyes, and in case I forget to say this in a minute, then you're going to flip your brush over, your buff brush, and this part right here is really fluffy, really soft, and that's where you're going to buff out the rest of your colors. So here we go. I'm going to start with my eyes. I always start with my eyes, get that going. Be very gentle. You just want to dab. The sweeping isn't good for your makeup application. This makeup, I'm telling you, is different than any makeup you've ever used. So dabbing, there's another word for it. I can't remember what it's called, but I'll tell you at some point. And I'm going to take a little bit of my leftover because I have not primed my eyes at all, which I'm not doing eyes in this video. I don't think any of you even did eyeshadow because I didn't recommend it because I haven't used it yet. And I'm not going to recommend something to you that I have not used that's proven to me anyways. I do think it's going to be good, and I've got some ordered, but we'll get there. So anyways, dabbing up, priming with a little bit of leftover. Look at that. See how much a little goes a long way with this highly pigmented makeup. And then I'm going to kind of just dab up in here, my light color, Just kind of keeping in mind that that's my lightest area. I want to keep it light. I don't really want to blend it all together. And I'm just going to go outward and get that main highlight that I put up there and just kind of blend it. Dabbing. There's a word for it. I'll change my word later when I remember what that word is. Dabbing. Dab, dab, dab. Look. Light, light, light. Dab, dab, dab. Be gentle to your skin. You're going to create wrinkles if you don't. And now I'm going to take, look how much little product I have above my lip. That's just brightening. But since I have been around my eyes and I have been on my forehead, I'm just going to dab here too. And use what I have. I did have a little bit around my nose, didn't I? Go ahead and get that in. Staying on my lip because that's in my diamond. I want it to be bright. And my chin are bright. I'm going to keep my dome brush. Dome part of my brush. Dome part of my buff brush. I'm going to dab. I'm not getting into that contour yet because I want this light down here because I have that discoloration. So already, look, gorgeous. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I've pretty much blended in all my brightest areas. Other than my nose, I'm going to wait there for a minute. I'm going to take the other end of my brush. So we did the brightest part here. Now we're going to get into our main and our contour with this end. And I'm going to dab. Dab that main highlight. It's okay if you get it in your bronzer. Really, it's okay. You're gonna learn. You have to start somewhere. And I'm dabbing. I haven't fixed my hair yet. Sorry about it. Racing the clock. That's what I do. And I'm dabbing. You can do a circular motion. I have just found over the last month that I've been using this product that this dabbing is really much better. Again, try it though. You're not gonna know till you try different techniques. You need to allow, that's something I need to tell you too, you need to allow your skin a couple weeks to adjust to this makeup. It's not like any other makeup. So what your first application, I can't wait to see your pictures of your first application and I'll share mine with you. I was like, what did I just do? It's so fun. But anyways, send me your first pictures and then I'm gonna send you what my makeup looks like now. And it's the same freaking palette, it's the same colors, it's just the technique, it's all about it. You just have to practice like with anything. And you have to train your skin to this makeup. Your makeup, it's going to take your face about 2 to 3 weeks to get used to this makeup. It's because of the way that this makeup is developed and it's the way the molecules are, and I'm not going to go into all that science, but just trust me, just keep going. All right, now I'm going to go into the contour. As you can see, all of my dark areas are still left. And the contour, because of the consistency, you can blend it. You always want to blend up, get close to your hairline so you're not, like really showing that line. I mean, you're not really showing like where it's really light and then you got the contour line. You want to blend it. Blending, circular motion, light circular motion, be gentle with your skin. I've learned that too. You'll probably have to learn yourself because you're going to be like, how am I going to blend in this thick stuff? And like I said, that adjustment period, this is going to make sense once you start blending it in. Your skin gets adjusted to this makeup in 2 to 3 weeks. Look at that. You can still see that line. I gotta do my nose. And I'm gonna go upwards with this one, do like this sweep motion. So, I told you like I was taking my bronzer all the way up to here. Well, I stop here now. And I'm just gonna blend that in. But you want those sides to have that sun-kissed look because it's going to make you're contouring your nose. So I want my nose to look thin. I'm showing you how to use your kit right now. Gotta focus. Okay, so now all my dark areas are blended except, my cheeks have kind of left because I'm getting ready to do my lip and cheek. Circular because I want to create some depth there because of the shape of my chin. See how it goes in like that? Like, I want this shadow. I want to accentuate that shadow, and then that's why it's brighter down here, because that's going to be like more closer to the sun, so I want the brightness there, but if I create a shadow there, it's going to make it even more naturally brighter looking. Okay, so all my contours in already, and then I'm going to finish with my lip and cheek, and I like to do the swipe up motion here and blend those a little more together, that contour. Like I said, your main highlight, your brightening highlight, and your contour are your coverage. But then when you get into your lip and cheek, look at that. That's where your color is. And you don't want to blending too much. Two of the biggest things folks do when they first start using Seint is too much makeup, too much product applied, and then over blending, and then you don't see this line. That's what I did. You're going to see that in my beginner pictures. But you want that. You want to create that definition. Now, I'm going to finish my neck. You don't want to look like you just sat a head of makeup on and your neck not look right. So I'm going to blend in my contour. Again, just creating that shadow. Don't make it go all the way. Don't make it disappear all the way. Bring it down. If you have a bronzer, use your bronzer. I don't have bronzer yet. But when I do, I'm going to take that bronzer, I'm going to go this area, and I'm going to go this area. At this point, I'm like a Seint junkie, so my old bronzer I'm not even touching. Do that if you need to. Your color should be close enough that you don't have to use a lot anyways. Again, bring that down. We want to look natural. We're creating that depth. We're becoming makeup girls. And now, some of you have used the Perfector sponge before. If you haven't, it's ready now. It's probably dry enough. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and I'm going to dab. I'm going to lightly dab. What this Perfector sponge does is it takes off any excess product, okay? So if you've got like maybe a little bit around your eyes, you really want to be sure that you're dabbing. Do not sweep with this. You'll wipe your makeup off. You want to dab. The water in this with this cream, the water in this Perfector sponge with this cream-based makeup are going to create a glow. So look at me now. And then after I dab, I'm going to show you kind of the difference. And I'm going to dab all over, getting off any excess product, creating a nice glow. It's not mixing your colors. It's just kind of providing that dewy look that you want with this makeup. Now, I did have someone that wants a matte look, and so for her, she's got matte colors for that. But the way this makeup is formulated, you need a Perfector sponge. And see, there's not a lot of product on there. It's just the excess. Look at this. How smooth. It's freaking amazing. Okay, so now the last thing that I'm gonna do, because this came in my original palette, is the illuminator. This is the rose golden illuminator. Look how shiny it is compared to the other colors. What I'm gonna do is this, I can just run my finger through. Again, I've had this for a month. Can't hardly even tell. You can just see that I use it. There's so much product in here. But I'm gonna put it on my highest peak. So, you know, I told you, like, you can kind of see there that maybe I should blend in that bronzer a little more. I'm going to turn because this is just a bigger dome brush and I need to get in this precise area. I need to blend that just a tad bit more. This side's not as bad, but right there I need to blend that. I'm going to get more precise and use this end of my brush, that dome. I've still got that illuminator there. Okay, look, that easy. I already got the excess product. I just needed to blend a little bit more. So I'm going to take what I have, the illuminator, and I'm going to go to the highest peaks where that sunshine will hit me. And I really want to create that shiny effect, luminous. And I'm actually gonna, because I did kind of take my brightening away, I'm gonna put some illuminator there. Look at that. You could even add more brightening if you want. You're gonna learn, I'm telling you. I like illuminator on my lip. Makes it that much more glossy. Bam. I haven't done my eyebrows, but there's my look. I haven't done my eyebrows or my eyeshadow, but you can see the foundation. You can see that contour right there. I create a little bit more shadow here. And in person, I'm in light. I just look really glowy. I have that young, youthful appearance. I did all that. You'll do it in 5 minutes, I'm telling you, or less. Let me know if you have any questions. I want to see pictures of before. I want to see the pictures after. If you look dull, I'm going to tell you, jump to your perfector sponge. Use it. I want to show you how versatile this makeup is. I'm going to do my eyebrows real quick. You've probably seen this before. But you have your kit now, so I want to show you what all the potential that you have with this. I am going to use a, this isn't a Seint brush, but it is an angle brush until I can get my hands on a Seint brush. I'm just literally like just taking a little bit. I'm going to fill, I basically fill it in my eyebrows. This is the same contour that I have in my very first palette. This one's called Olive. I've actually started using another one since I have my artist kit, but for today's purposes, I just want to show you how versatile this makeup is. So I'm going to take my angle brush. I'm just going to kind of swiping up with those hairs. Just want to accentuate the color that they already are. And kind of place my eyebrows. I'm just lightly going over those. I don't like a heavy eyebrow today, but here soon I'm sure I'm going to, because I'm just loving this makeup more and more. And I just kind of, so see, it just gives it a little bit more color. And that's my contour color, Olive, that came in my very first kit. Play with this makeup. Do what works for you. Everyone is different. Everyone's skin's different. Everyone's skin tones are different. And you know what? Your skin tone changes every day. Every single day your skin tone changes. It's based on your hormones, it's based on the chemicals in your body, all that good stuff. This makeup is formulated to enhance your natural beauty. Your natural skin is supposed to be shining through. There are color correcting and there are things like that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about your natural skin. That's why I keep preaching skincare, because of the formulation of this makeup. It takes your natural skin and it enhances it based on just a few creams that you're putting on that have pigment in them, okay? So anyways, I wanted to show you that real quick. Here's today's look. Sounds so official. I'm not, I'm a month in. And yeah. Let me know what you guys think about your application. I can't wait to hear from you. I need to go fix my hair. I hope you have a good day.